The first thing I remembered was the sound of metal boots slamming into my ribs. A blow hard enough to knock the breath from my lungs, followed by a hissed command in a language I didn't understand. When I opened my eyes, I saw 3 armored guards, towering, obsidian-skinned aliens with glowing markings across their faces, standing over me with weapons raised. I instinctively reached for my sidearm, but it was gone. My helmet was missing. My wrists were bound with some kind of glowing energy restraint that stung if I pulled too hard.
Great.
Captured behind enemy lines. My name is Sergeant Rion Hale, Human Reconnaissance Specialist. My mission was simple: scout the ruins of Outpost 7 after our communications failed. Instead, I walked into an ambush by aliens I had never encountered. They weren't hostile in the typical way. They had moved efficiently, silently, with precision. And now I was paying for it. One of the guards kicked me again. Vrectol. Human scum. Another jabbed the barrel of a plasma staff near my face. He looked eager, too eager, to pull the trigger. Easy, I coughed. If you're going to vaporize me, at least buy me dinner first. The guard growled, clearly not appreciating human humor. He raised the staff. I closed my eyes, but the strike never came. Instead, another voice, sharp, feminine, commanding, echoed through the metallic corridor. Stand down. The guards froze instantly. All 3 dropped to one knee, fists over their chests. I opened my eyes to see who they were saluting. She stepped through a set of shimmering doors like a goddess emerging from starlight. Tall, elegant, with ethereal silver markings glowing across her arms and neck. Her skin was a shimmering pale blue, her hair white as comet trails. She wore armor interwoven with a crystalline material that pulsed with light. She was unmistakable, the Vanyth Queen, one of the most feared alien sovereigns in the sector. And she was staring directly at me. Unbind him, she commanded. The guard stiffened. Your Majesty, he is human, an enemy. Unbind him, she repeated, or I will unbind you. The guard scrambled, deactivating my restraints instantly. I rubbed my wrists, staring at her, too stunned to speak. Why in the galaxy would an alien queen intervene for a captured human soldier? They escorted me, gently, surprisingly, to a chamber filled with floating crystalline displays. The queen dismissed the guards with a wave of her hand. Only once we were alone did she turn to me. Sergeant Rion Hale, she said, pronouncing my name perfectly. You are far from home. My blood ran cold. How do you know my name? I know much about you, she replied. Sit. I hesitated, but she gestured to a floating chair made of semi-solid energy. I lowered myself into it cautiously. It adjusted automatically to support my back. Do not be afraid, she said softly. If I wanted to harm you, you would already be dust. Comforting, I muttered. Her lips curved into a faint smile. Humans are amusing. She circled me, her eyes scanning with analytical precision. You were captured near our outer boundary, she said.
Why?
I hesitated. Revealing classified mission data was a no-go. Scouting, I said vaguely. We were looking for survivors. She paused. Something flickered in her eyes. Your people assume we destroyed that outpost. You didn't, I asked. She folded her arms.
No.
We detected the same signal you did, the distress beacon. We sent scouts. They never returned. We investigated further and found something else. Something else, I repeated slowly. Like what? She leaned in slightly. A threat older than you, older than us. A species that consumes worlds and leaves nothing but silence. We call them the Crythar. I felt a chill travel down my spine. And you think they hit Outpost 7? She nodded. We believe they are spreading. What happened to your soldiers is what happens everywhere they go. My heart pounded. My team, my friends gone. Not captured. Not killed in battle. Consumed by something we didn't even know existed. She watched my expression carefully. I regret your loss, she said. Truly. Why should I believe you? I asked bitterly. Because, she said, you are still alive. And I ordered it. I stared at her. You spared me.
Why?
Her gaze softened. Because your people's fate may depend on what I am about to tell you. She led me deeper into the palace-like structure. Walls shimmered with living light. Strange creatures floated overhead, their luminous bodies humming softly. We entered a vast chamber containing a spherical projection of the galaxy. Regions glowed red, territory lost. Regions pulsed dimly, territory threatened. This, she said, gesturing, is what the Crythar have taken in 50 rotations. That's hundreds of star systems. Thousands, she corrected quietly. I swallowed hard. And Outpost 7? I asked. She tapped a cluster near human territory. The region flickered red. They are testing your borders. My heart pounded. We need to warn command, I said. We need to prepare. You will, she said, after we speak. I turned to her sharply. What else do you want from me? Her voice grew low. Your help. Your insight into your own people. Your cooperation. Why me? I'm just a soldier. No, she interrupted firmly. You are adaptable, intelligent, and you survived an encounter with a Crythar nest. What? I froze. I never saw. You did, she said. You simply did not understand what you saw. Images flashed onto the projection, footage from my helmet cam. I hadn't realized they'd recovered it. In the footage, I ran through Outpost 7's ruins. Something massive and shadowy skittered across the ceiling in the background, too fast for me to see at the time. My blood went cold. That was real?
Yes.
A juvenile. If that was a juvenile, I whispered, what do the adults look like? Her expression darkened. Pray you never meet one. I stared at her. So you saved me because I survived one. Yes. And you stopped your guards from killing me because you need me. Yes, she said again, without shame. Then why not capture me? Interrogate me? I said, why let me go? She took a step closer. Because I do not rule through fear. I rule through alliance. Her eyes held mine, calm, controlled, but there was a depth of emotion behind them I didn't expect. For generations, our people have distrusted yours, she said. War seemed inevitable. But now we face something far greater than political boundaries. She gently touched the galaxy projection. The red zones pulsed brighter. Together, humans and Vanyth stand a chance. Alone we do not. I exhaled slowly. You want a treaty. I want survival, she corrected. For both of our species. I nodded slowly. Okay. But why me? I'm not a diplomat. She smiled faintly. You're honest.
Direct.
And your mind is difficult to read. My mind is what? We are telepathic, she admitted. Most humans are noisy, distracted. But you're different. Focused.
Disciplined.
It intrigued me.